Hello student, welcome back. So today we are going to study chapter 7, Light and Optics. So I think this is a new chapter, is it? This is a new, forgot, this is not a new chapter. This is the same as last time, but I think little bit more information. This is actually quite difficult because it need drawing. Okay, so you need to learn the method to draw. So many students, they don't know how to draw and they get the thing wrong. Okay, then my later when reach that part, then I will teach the student how to draw. Okay, draw the light thing. Okay, convex and concave lens. So basically, what is convex and concave? So concave lens is in the middle part, it is thinner a bit. So you can see the middle part is thinner a bit. Convex is fat. Okay, the middle one is fat. So concave is thin. So last time I remember, but I imagine there is a cave and there's a cave and the cave is the entrance is like this. Then easy remember lah. I mean you use your imagination to remember there's a cave and the entrance is like this concave. And there's other word like which is called converging, and this one will be diverging. It's the same thing, but sometimes when the diverging, when the question asks, then the students start to confuse. What is converging? Converging lens, but it's actually the same. Okay, converging and convex, concave and diverging. So it's it's the same. Okay, so these are the few type, but okay, a few type. Okay, figure 7.2 show how the light pass through it. So what will happen? So in a convex lens, the light tends to focus in a single point. And for convex lens, the light tends to separate. Okay, so that is why, here already says a converging and diverging lens is also the same. Okay, converging lens. Okay, so this one, the focal point. What is focal point? When this is called the focal point, the focus of the point is a point where light ray parallel to the axis converge after passing through the convex line. So this is the focal point where the ray parallel to the principal axis. What's the principal axis? Principal axis is the straight line. So when your other line aim, when other line aim at the same point, but they use parallel lah, okay? Because why you say parallel? Because at some point, when you reach here, because you are going down, at some point it will be parallel with the light. So just remember lah, okay? Focal point is the light where all the light focus. But when they ask you for the definition, you just write the light parallel to the principal axis. How about for concave lens? So we can see concave lens is at behind. Okay, so what you need to do is you draw first, means you draw like this first. Usually they give you 3 lines, you draw first. This one I think you have no problem in drawing. You draw like this, go out, then reverse dot 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 dot. Then you, so you need to draw step 1, step 2, draw line to the outside, and then you reverse the line, go back to inside for the concave lens. Okay, so I think this experiment no need to do, is it? Okay, never mind, we just read through this question. What they want to do, is there a hypothesis? I think that what they want to do is they want to see the observation of convex lens and concave line, like concave lens, and they want to see the observation. So what they do is they take this machine, the ray box, and they start with a convex lens first, B convex lens. And after you do the direct or parallel, blah 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 blah, after you do, you draw a straight line using a pencil and mark 2 mark on the paper. So you need to draw on the paper. So by using the paper, we can use it as the observation. Mark the intersection of the three light, the focal point, okay? So yeah, you can do that in this experiment. So you replace it by either convex lens or concave lens until you get it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, question. Why is it more suitable for this activity to be carried out in the dark? Why? Very easy. If you want to answer, you can pause the video. If not, I will just tell you the answer, okay? So, yeah. So, the answer is, it is easier to be seen, okay? Easier to be observed because of course, it's easier to be observed lah. Who want to carry under the sunlight? Then how to see the experiment? So yes, you want to carry in the dark so that it is easier to be observed. Okay, let's put here. Okay, easier to be observed or more accurate maybe. What happened to the light ray passing through the following lens? Convex lens and concave lens. What will happen? So for convex lens, what will happen? We can say that convex lens, the light ray diverges after passing through a concave. Okay, so for convex lens, the light ray converges after passing through it, and for the concave lens, the light ray diverges. Okay, so you can say like that, and describe the observation in this activity that show the following property of the lens. Convex lens as a converging lens and concave lens as a diverging lens. Describe the observation. So maybe we can say that this one is my personal answer. So I would say that convex lens converge parallel light ray to the focal point F. So A is a convex. A convex lens is a converging lens. Okay, so for the B, concave lens is diverge parallel line ray from the focal point F. Actually, I don't want to use this answer. Sorry. Okay, so I use this answer. Okay, the light converge at point F. Maybe you can add a bit lah. The light converge at point F when the parallel line meet the axis or the principal axis. Okay, therefore, it is a converging lens. Again, the light converges at point F where the light ray is parallel to the principal axis. It shows a diverging lens. And for B, the light diverges at point B when the light ray is parallel at the principal axis. So it shows a diverging lens. Okay, so maybe you can say like that. Okay, maybe the light diverge lah. Okay, the main point is the light converge. The light diverge. Determine the focal length. Okay, now I need to know the focal length because here we already know the focal length because the book already draw for us. So we know the focal length is F here. How if we don't know the focal length? So of course, we use the ruler lah. You just use the ruler to measure it. So determine the focal length. Let's see. This is the convex lens already given. Convex lens. Okay, so this one is the thing you can read lah. Okay, let us carry out this activity. Basically, you just need to use your ruler to measure, then you know the focal length. So at this experiment, you need to adjust the position of the white screen. Either you want to adjust the position of the white screen, yeah, I mean, if you are too near, the image become blur. If you're too far, the image also become blur. You need to go until ngam. Then there is like the light all focus at one spot. So when the light focus at one spot, we know that it is the focal length, correct or not? Like here the light all focus at one spot. For example let's say this is the what, if you bring too near, the image become blur. You bring to behind, you need to bring to the image that is most accurate. Why are laboratory objects not used to determine the focal length of a convex lens in this activity? Okay, so actually for this question, I don't know, I don't understand the question, because why are laboratory objects not used to determine the focal length of a convex lens? Because when we talk about laboratory object, but the experiment already used the laboratory object like convex lens and widescreen and meter rule. So I don't know, is it the question error or I don't understand the question, because he say why laboratory object not used, but you already use the lens and the rule. So maybe I don't understand the question. If you have the answer, you put at the comment below. Okay. State the characteristic of the image form in the widescreen. So what are the characteristic form? Maybe you can say a sharp image. I don't know, a sharp image. A convex lens in this activity is replaced by a concave lens. Can the focal point of the concave lens be estimated? So I think if you use the concave lens in this experiment, probably you cannot get the sharp image since the light already diverged. So I would say no, explain, because the light ray are diverged. No sharp image can be formed. Therefore, no measurement can be made to get the focal point. Okay, yeah, we cannot get it right because the image is blurred. Okay, so again, ray diagram to determine the character image formed by convex lens or concave lens. So there are many characteristics that we want to see. Okay, so the characteristic only got 6 characteristics only, you need to remember. Okay, so the either it will be real or virtual, or it will be inverted. Here inverted, I just copy back inverted or upright. You just or the size will be diminished, means become smaller, versus magnify. The image become bigger. So there are only 6 only. Real or virtual, inverted or upright, diminish means become smaller, or become bigger. So, but before we do this, we need to know how to draw first. So, yeah, okay, so this question already teach you how to draw. Let's say the question give you, this is the question, okay? This one usually students don't get. So, listen carefully. But usually students listen carefully also, they don't get. So, but need to do exercise. Okay, first step, according to this book, I prefer to draw the first step here, but I just follow the book. Okay, first step, you draw like this. Straight line here to here. From the object, draw the straight line to the lens. And then, that is first step. Second step, draw this line towards the focal point. The focal point will be given in the question. So, this will be the first step. Draw the straight line. Second step, draw a straight line, go down. Third step, draw a straight line from the object passing through the midpoint of the lens. So this is the midpoint. Can see or not? This is the midpoint, the center of the lens. Okay, this is third step. Third step. Wait, let me change my pen. So this is the third step. Fourth step, draw one arrow, go down. From the principal axis, go down. This is the fourth step. And then you write here I image. Okay, image. So this is the object, this is the image. Okay, so you need to draw first. So at last, after you draw, you got something like this. For this one, you need to draw terbalik lah. You draw like this, draw up, then dot 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 behind. Then again the same thing. Draw from here, passing through the middle of the lens, and then the intersection, you draw an arrow go up. So this will be the virtual image. Okay. So okay, let me draw. Let's see lah. The question is like this. First step, object is here. Draw one straight line to here. Second step, here to here. Second step. Third step, here to here. Middle point, passing through the middle point. Third step. Fourth step, draw arrow. Arrow go up here. Okay, small arrow go up here. Okay, so that's it. This is how you draw. So after you draw, the question usually will ask what are the characteristics. Okay, so you need to learn how to see, not memorize. If you want to memorize, die lo. You want to memorize so many, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think to draw, understand the image is better than to memorize. Up to you lah. Maybe some students prefer to memorize, then you memorize. But when we study science, it's better to understand rather than memorize. You memorize also, you must understand. Okay. First we look at how to read it. Okay. First you can see or not. The image is smaller. You see the object so big. Let's say this is a tree lah. I draw a tree at here. This object is a tree. But eventually you got the tree image, but the tree is smaller. So I can say that the image is diminished. Some book they use smaller. Okay, but the English word maybe better. They just says diminished macam yes mah. You can say smaller, but just say diminished. Last time the textbook already said diminished means smaller. And then you can see or not, this tree go up, this tree go down. Means it is inverted. Upright, downright. Some book use downright, but inverted is it sounds better. So use inverted. Okay, this is the most confusing part, real and virtual. If the image form on the right side, I cannot say right side. If the image form is opposite of the object, means this is the object, the opposite. So this is real. Okay, the easier one. If the straight line, then it's real. If the line is dot dot dot, a dash line, the line dot 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 is virtual. For example, we can see at here. We can see here dot dot dot. You see, virtual. Dot dot dot. You see, dot 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 line, virtual. No dot dot, real. No dot dot, real. No dot dot line, real. Okay, you see the arrow go down. Go down means inverted. Go down means inverted. Go down means inverted. Go up, upright. Go up, upright. Very easy, right? If you just understand the image. Go up, upright. Go up, upright. Very easy. No need to memorize. Just need to learn how to draw. Okay, one more is diminish. You see the image. This is smaller, diminish. This is same size. You see, same size. You need to use ruler lah. This one obviously is bigger, magnify, bigger. This image is object, or the image is also magnify. This one is a bit special lah. Magnify because the image is at infinity. This one the image is bigger, magnify. Image is smaller, diminish. Image is smaller, diminished. Okay, so you know how to read the lens already. The characteristic of the lens. Usually I'm like 110% sure the question will ask you what is the characteristic of the image. So you make sure you understand how to see the read the lens. Okay, now the thing that student difficult to do is the student cannot draw. That's the problem. So is there any question? Maybe I can teach by question so it's easier. Let me see. Is there any question? Okay, yeah. Yep, I have one question at here. Okay, still remember or not? First step, second step. Okay, first step, I need to find my ruler. Later I draw wrong. First step. Still remember or not? Because if you cannot draw, then how you want to read lah? Because the question just give you like this. You don't know how to draw means you upright, downright, virtual, real, you also don't know. So you must know how to draw, and most students cannot draw. Very easy, easy. Listen. Okay, first draw a straight line, go here. From the top of object to the lens. Step 1. Step 2, here, pass through here. The F, see or not? So draw the F. Okay, third line is, this one usually student get correct. The third line usually student get wrong. Because student like to do like that. Then you get wrong. Because you always need to pass through the middle point here. Not here, not the F. Here, the middle of the lens here. Can see or not? I'm pointing at here. Again, I need to say middle of the lens. Okay, here, because I don't know why most students just cannot get it. Okay, so here I draw. Okay. Okay, now I know that this here is dot line already lah. So maybe I just do a dotted line, dot 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 dot, and maybe I just draw the arrow go up. So this will be the image. So from here I can say that got 3 characteristics. The image is magnified, which is bigger, magnify. The image is upright because the arrow go up. If the arrow go down, it is inverted. Some book use downright, but I don't know. Most books say inverted, so you just follow the book inverted. Follow textbook is the best because your exam based on textbook. And then real or virtual. Since I draw dot line, it is virtual. Okay, so I hope today you learn how to draw the line, and you don't need to memorize. You just need to learn how to draw. Okay, where was I? Yeah, so we look at here. If the object is between F and the lens, usually the image is at behind. Let's read the notes, whether is it true or not. And where is the notes? Go up, go up, go up. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. So just now the question we do something similar to this. The object is in front of, between the lens and the focal point. Not this one. This one is the convex lens, the concave lens. Yeah, so it's like this. So you can see I draw correct because again, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, draw the image. Dot 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 means virtual, arrow go up means upright, and the arrow is bigger than the object arrow, so it's magnified. So I hope you can help you understand how to draw, and let me know if you need any help. So I see you again. Thank you and bye bye.